about The Rock being the TKO guy and everything. There's a small paragraph in Dave's piece which basically says they are talking to Saudi Arabia. And the reason why they're talking to Saudi Arabia about Rock versus Roman, and this is me speculating. I just understand what is going on in other sports over there. Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou are about to have a fight in Saudi Arabia.
I'm excited for that one.
For crazy money, right? They're not going to
Yeah.
sell any pay-per-views, but it is going to be hosted in Saudi Arabia, and it just becomes like the event. You know, it's this whole.
I mean, the Saudis have literally endless amounts of money.
Yeah, it's the whole sports washing thing, which is what it is, right? So Vince, I believe, I am adding to the context of what they are, what has been stated. Now that Dave did write about it, I believe that Vince wants to sell The Rock against Roman as one of those Joshua and Ngannou kind of fights. So WWE already has a deal with Saudi Arabia. We already know they get 2 shows,
dude, this
X number of dollars. But Vince sees this as the prize fight of all prize fights and wants to get even more money from Saudi Arabia. So that would be a reason, if it doesn't happen at WrestleMania, that would be a reason that that you would hold it off for another time. So
I am continuously being told that Cody and Roman is still the plan. I know you and I have talked about it in the DMs, and you seem to believe it's Rock. I'm not even saying you're wrong and they're right, but the dude I'm talking to is so confident they haven't changed the Cody plan and that Rock will be involved at WrestleMania, probably to screw Roman over by stopping Solo's interference. And then they could do, and then I asked, is it Rock, Roman, and Saudi? He says, I don't know. Well, that would just make sense.
Yeah. So that is the piece of Dave's whole story that I imagine people are glossing over and not even aggregating, but what I think was the maybe even the most important thing that Dave wrote outside of the Netflix thing. So
well,
that is something to keep an eye on.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I seem to remember reading that recently. Didn't Vince negotiate for a UFC show in Saudi? He was the guy negotiating that.
He was the lead. He's got the relationship, but
but
guess who pushed back on it?
Ari?
No, the Saudi Arabia pushed back on it because they basically said we need a better card than what they're offering.
Oh, well, but but here's the thing that's funny about that. If you do your homework on WME IMG, which is Endeavor, there was when that whole controversy happened in 2019 with that reporter in Saudi, Ari contacted then President Trump about it. Like, there was a lot of, and I don't know the details of this. Please don't do your own research, but from what I understand, Ari Emanuel does not really like the goings on in that country. But I guess when Vinny steps up and there's money involved, you know what I mean? Like, but you know what I mean?
He had to step back on that one because it just makes too much business sense for them to be involved if you are buying WWE, right? You have to kind of be okay with that. That's part of the price of doing business with WWE is like, oh, we have to do business in this way now.